yes. Oh, yes. Happy, 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 happy Sunday. It is I, your host, Go Kiddo, with yet another uplifting, informative, enlightening episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. Oh, here, hold on, bring me in. There I am. Hey, hello, hey, good morning. Happy Sunday. I am here in my chamber, in my test chamber, and yeah. So no, this is actually my blaze spawner, and I've decorated with some vines because I think they're nice. They're experimenting with vines, and I made a proper train station, a proper rail, because I got sick and tired of running back and forth, and it was so stressful every time. I could fall to my doom. I could get knocked off by a creeper, not a creeper, but like a ghast. I could like just get lost. Who knows what could happen? Many things can happen. Anything could have happened. And in fact, I have died on that path. So yeah, I wanted to not have to deal with that anymore. So I finally made a rail. Finally. It took me so long. Why? Why would it take me so long to make a rail when it was so obvious that I needed it? That's a very complicated answer, or question to answer. It's so obvious I need rail. It's so obvious. Yeah, so this song, this music that's playing, the name of this music is called Nobody Calls It San Fran. That's so funny. That's so funny. Because I used to call it San Fran until my friend told me, don't call it San Fran. Okay. That was like many years ago. That was funny. So yeah, wow. So many things have happened. I'm pleased to announce that early voting seems to be off to a fantastic start. Everybody's doing it. If you can vote by mail, everyone's trying it, and it's so awesome. I'm glad. I'm happy that other Americans are learning about the fantastic joy of vote by mail. It makes voting so much easier. So, and I think we're seeing the effects of this increased voter turnout because yeah, well, I mean, no, of this new vote by mail system. We're seeing the effects because there's an increase in voter turnout. We're having a lot more people like participating in democracy, which is fantastic because we as a country need to send a message not only to the Nazis, but to the world, that the United States repudiates fascism and Nazis and Confederates. We hate them. We need to say in a loud voice that we disavow them. Yeah, and so here's the other side of the rail system. I mean, it's just a simple system, right? Yeah. And then I was gonna, dude, this music here at the beginning sounds like a Nine Inch Nails song. Okay. I have no idea. I haven't done anything here. Like, I spent a bunch of time just moving stuff from here to the nether roof. Right? We gotta get above it. We gotta get above it. Gotta get above it. So, like, yeah, go up above the nether. So I intended to make a rail system here. I was gonna remake the portal up here, relink it, and then make a rail system so I can fly above all the nonsense in the nether. Like, I'm pretty high up, so I'm above most of it. But look what happens when you go through this portal. It doesn't go where I thought it would go. Instead, it puts me out here. Like, what? I can't even see where I am. Ah! Like, it just continually makes nether portals up there. And then drops me in the ocean, like, away from my base. I don't understand it. I don't understand this nether magic. This nether portal magic. Okay, so, but that's not the goal anyways. The goal wasn't really to make a new base up on top. The goal is this. The goal is the gold farm. And I'm inching slowly toward this goal. Oh my gosh, it's so painful. Look at the infrastructure that I need to make in order to make this thing happen. It's absurd, it's ridiculous. Yeah, right? Okay. So about here is where I am gonna make it, but it's gonna be up there. Like, I'm looking up, straight up. And to do it, you need a bunch of scaffolding. 64 plus 30. So it'd be like this. Plus 30. So that's way up there. No, that's where I'll be working. So I expect to fall and die. And then on top of that, I have to be working with magma blocks. So I need boots with a certain enchantment on them called Frostwalker. But it's really, really hard to get this enchantment. And I'm wondering if there's another way I can do it. In fact, here, why don't I do it right now? The other way, other than like spamming like enchantments and hoping I get it, the other way to do it is to get a librarian and then keep changing the trades until you get Frostwalker. And I don't know how successful that will be, but I can do it faster than I can spam enchantments on boots. Like, there's all these little problems that come up. And I'm just trying to make a gold farm. My goodness. Hey, so I played Java. Well, I played on a server that was for both Java and Bedrock. It was a test server. And I'm wondering, how does the redstone work? Because there's a lot of differences between Java and Bedrock, but the main difference is the way the redstone works. Oh, hey! Look, I got a guest. Hold on, let me pull up the Discord. Hold on, Discord, OBS. No, where's it at? There it is. All right, so working out here, working it out. Okay, hold on. Invite to Discord or? Okay, well, there it is. Hold on. So. Oh, there it is. Hello. All right, hold on. Let me adjust your volume here for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Right. I mean, you gotta expect me to crash your live stream. I can't just be on time.
Well, I'm glad you made it. Yeah, good.
All right. So, what's the adventure today?
Well, let's see. I was going to try to get a Frostwalker enchantment for these boots, so I can.
Ease us around.
Crap. Did it again. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm stuck in a portal.
Oh. Want me to go kill you or something?
Okay. No, I got it. I gotta fix this problem. Oh, wait a minute. Where am I going? Yeah, so what was I gonna talk about today? I don't even know. I have a bunch of pictures.
You wanted to Jesus around with some special...
Well, I'm sorry? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't hear you.
Alright. Said so. Wasn't it, you're gonna get some new boots to Jesus around in?
Oh. Hold on, let me turn the music down. Maybe that's my problem. The thing, gotta get some new boots. And then you said what?
I was making a joke. I was saying you were gonna Jesus around because they got like the frost walk, so it freezes ice on like water under you, don't it?
Yes.
Yes, Jesus in around.
Oh, Jesus, I get it. Okay. So I got this person named Matilda here tagged already. I just need to give them an apple. I don't have an apple.
I mean, hold up. I might have an apple. Let me check. Pottery.
I have an apple. I'm good. Thank you.
You're good?
Yep. So I'm gonna make a golden apple here. I think there's a splash potion already over there. So yeah, when's the last time you were here? Did you see the melon and the wheat farm?
Oh yes, I did. I was here yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Went on a little adventure into the Nether.
Okay. Yeah, yesterday I just put in. Oh, hey, there you are. Yeah, I just put in. Hello. Oh, how do you do this? Crouch. There you go. Da 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 da.
Yes.
Okay. The Minecraft thing. All right. Here, I'm gonna go. I was gonna go over here real quick and heal this splash potion. Zombie here. Oh, yeah, right here. This zombie here. So look out.
For fuck's sake.
Okay, and then give them this. All right. Oh, I got some on me. Oh no.
I haven't slept in a while. Oh.
The sun's about to rise.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, so yeah, I just gotta wait till this turns into a human. Oh, then I gotta put a bed in here. Hold on, let me get this on
villager
ready.
a human?
I'm sorry.
Call the villager human. Are they human?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're human or not. Like, are we human? Are our avatars human? They're not. They're just avatars.
Yeah, but like in the game's world, yeah, unless your skin is otherwise, you know, you look human. But like the villagers kind of look like Squidward, you know, if Squidward had like a spray tan.
I guess, yeah. What am I looking for?
I noticed the giant floating nether portal.
Yeah, so that's a mistake.
I implore you to explain what happened.
Yeah, so I was trying. Okay, so I made a hole in the nether roof, and I was trying to relink the portal down here, or I was trying to remake a new portal near the nether roof, and relink it to the portal that we have here. But it didn't do it. It made a bunch of these random portals up in the sky.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't do anything. I just like look at it. I mean, I can't. I don't know. I can't see it. It's out of my view. Oh, I can barely see it. It looks like clouds. Yeah. It's all obsidian, so it's no fun to break.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking for.
I may have lukewarm internet at best, but I got a decent computer, so I can see that thing from like the other side of the island. So I'm like, I was standing over by the mob spawner, like, what is that? Yeah. You say something?
No, not yet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to make a lectern real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need a bookshelf. I'm trying to get. Okay, so my goal is to make this Frostwalker boots.
Yes.
And I need a new librarian to do that, and so I'm getting all that ready. But it's like a process. It's a bunch of stuff I have to do.
Yeah.
So this guy is being transformed. Matilda.
Hilda. The one
yeah,
from the
I don't
movie?
know. I just name him whatever. Like we got Zombo
Yeah.
here, and this
Zombo?
is yeah Zombo. And who's that?
So how'd you get that name? Well, so when I was found, I had a bit of a skin condition.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. It legit sounds like something that happened. Like, you know, somebody's kid's born with like a greenish tint to their skin. So they're like, I guess his name is Zombo now. And the doctor's like, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Mom's like, yes.
It's the compressor. Hold on a second. I'm like working with stuff here.
Legit.
Compressor. Okay. All right, that should help out a lot. All right. So yes. Okay, what was I musing on? I was musing on the election coming up, and then I was talking about how it was that it was good that more people were voting this election.
My roommate, my roommate is the stock standard independent sort of person. That I'm an independent.
That usually means
right?
Republican.
Or they don't give a shit.
Okay.
But like we were chatting yesterday. He was like, "Yeah, I think I'm voting for Biden."
Nice.
And I'm like, and I asked him about it, and he's like, "Well, and he just starts listing all the the crazy and stupid shit Trump has said and done. But then he's like, "Well, I was listening to the debate, and Trump's just kind of a piece of shit."
Oh, good. He noticed.
Oh,
it took him that long,
really interesting. Well, I think he was always gonna not vote for Trump, but it's just interesting because he never gets political, right? And me and him were just sitting around like the dinner table. He just started doing his Trump impression because he's one of those guys who likes to be funny. He's your born comedian who you want to strangle if you live with them. Just doing his Trump impression. Me and him were just laughing about it.
Yeah.
At the I guess more like the breakfast table because it was breakfast time, but it was yesterday morning. We're just chatting, and yeah, he's definitely on the Biden vote, I guess. Like, it's interesting listening to non-political people because they don't have that inbuilt hatred of Joe Biden that leftists have. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them don't like Joe Biden either. But when all you have is the debates to go off of, you're like, wow, this Joe Biden guy isn't a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, the bar that Trump has set is real low. Just don't be a jerk and you look good next to Trump. So Biden didn't have to really do much. Trump did all the work for him.
It's kind of like a fucking ham sandwich could have won.
Oh wait, I didn't catch it. The thing all messed up. What did you say?
Remember back when oh yeah, I got kicked. Remember back when Obama was running for office?
Yes.
Well, I was saying, again, popularity was so low, a fucking ham sandwich could have won.
Wait. Say again, what?
Ham sandwich. God. Okay. I was making a joke. Remember in 2008, I think, when Obama first won his race. Or is it 2012? I don't remember. Remember when Obama won?
Yeah, it was 2008. Yes.
Oh, at that point, the Republican Party was so unpopular, just about a ham sandwich could have won the race. The race for president, a ham sandwich could have won.
Yeah. The Republican or the Democrats stomped them. Yeah, because Bush was so unpopular.
And so we're kind of at that point where I think a ham sandwich could beat Trump.
Yeah, but so just like back then, the real race was the primary. And so, and I think all right, it was ran. That primary was ran. That's and what we came out with was Joe Biden. If that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Okay.
Yeah. It's one of those cases where, Biden's going to win at this point. The polls, Texas has a chance of flipping, which is absolutely insane.
Yes.
I was looking at the polling data. I always take polls with a grain of salt, right? It's very unlikely Texas is going to flip blue within the next election or two. The population demographics of Texas have been dramatically shifting over the last couple decades, which Texas could become a swing state. It blows my mind sometimes. Also means that the Democrats would essentially be guaranteed to win most elections as a swing state. was trying to get to is with the dynamics of it. Like Joe Biden's more likely than not going to win. Something I was reading about was there's actually a contingency plan if Trump doesn't step down. Than like the DSA and other organizations. Even some unions, they're talking about union strikes because they're not worried. Like a lot of people aren't worried that Trump's going to maintain his office. They're more worried that he just won't. He won't leave if he loses, or like he'll stop the election. I doubt that's going to happen. Pretty sure he's going to end up stepping down. Joe Biden's going to take office, but it's at the point where there's actual contingency plans for if he doesn't, which is one of my bigger concerns. No?
Yeah. I mean, and it's kind of sad that that it's not unwarranted to have these contingency plans. Like, I'm prepared to just march, like day of voting, like that third, not even march, but just be out in the streets. That's what I've been telling people. I mean, just be out there, get ready, because I'm pretty certain that Donald is going to try something.
Yeah, he's the type of guy who's going to go down swinging.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Not him personally. He'll just instruct his minions to do it while he flees.
Or maybe it's gonna be like Bolivia. Have you been paying attention to Bolivia? Moss retook power after the coup.
Yeah. I heard about that.
I can actually elaborate.
Anything else, or I mean, okay, so I knew about that. The socialists took back power. That's good.
I can give you a little bit more details about that actually.
Okay.
So, MAS, the party that was in control of Bolivia when Morales was in power, the party. There was a CIA basically led coup of Venezuela by a right-wing totalitarian government. But all off, it's also was a Protestant group or people who took power, while most of Bolivia is Catholic, so you even have the whole favoritism there.
Weird.
Which probably didn't help their case. Let's go to sleep because it's hitting nighttime.
Yeah, that's right. You need to sleep. All right, how about that?
But, where was I?
Bolivia, Protestant Catholic, also right-wing coup.
Right-wing, predominantly Protestant coup. So this coup happened, and they basically forced Morales from power. People don't really talk about what exactly happened after the coup, between the coup and the election. Between the coup and the election, the right-wing government tried to ban MAS, ban Bolivia's Socialist Party. Ban the Socialist Party. They actually tried to frame Evo Morales on fabricated pedophilia charges.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I mean, the whole story behind that blows my mind. It's they basically picked a little girl who just happened, a young girl who just happened to be in a photo with Morales at a dinner. Her mom. They picked her and put her under house arrest. Literally kept her mom from seeing her, and they didn't put food in the house that they locked her in for days. And they're basically trying to starve her. To sign some papers saying Morales raped her. And what ended up happening? She escaped. Yeah. She actually escaped and fled over the Argentina border with her mom.
Holy crap! Wow! Holy crap!
This wasn't some right-wing group trying to make it out they were trying to preserve democracy. Realistically, it was a CIA coup. But if you don't know, the Bolivian people started to strike. The CIA is the people who emboldened these right-wingers to have this coup.
Okay. Well, how?
The exact details are muddy. But basically, to my understanding, this right-wing party was able to, through the military and the police and the mechanisms of the state, were able to basically imagine the best way to describe it is, imagine a bunch of armed people stormed Morales' office, told him pretty much where you could die. This is essentially how it went down. Morales left, and they took control of the state. And they did, they tried to fabricate these charges on him. They actually tried to stop the elections, postpone them like indefinitely, but the Bolivian people began mass general strikes across the nation. Basically, here's the situation. The people of Bolivia were ready to overthrow this government. That was the situation. And officials of the government who were originally going to have a fraudulent election, they actually lost a fraudulent election because Mas won by so many votes.
Yeah,
they decided not to. Yeah, I mean, they won
majority.
52% of the population. I mean, think about this. This is Bolivia. This is a multi-party, this is like a 6-party government, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No one wins a clear majority ever. Mas alone won 52%.
Yes.
That is the level. The Bolivian people were so anti this right-wing government that they basically in favor of Mas. They basically accidentally turned shitloads of people into socialists, is what happened.
Yeah.
The people of Bolivia were ready to shut the entire nation down and overthrow it. I mean, they were having general strikes.
Yeah.
So what it did was the right-wing coup actually conceded. It's really funny because the person who basically was in charge of the state during the coup had tweeted out that, "Oh, congratulations, to my opponent. I hope that you keep the spirit of democracy in mind." All that, all I can think of is this person's please don't put me against a wall for the reason. And I mean, I don't know what the details are of what happened to her. I imagine she's either A, still in Bolivia, or B, on a fucking plane to the United States. Really interesting watching how this entire thing went down. You try to, back in the old days when the government held a CIA of a South American government, like a South American state, able to maintain control through a right-wing puppet regime, right? This time around, the right-wing totalitarian regime was overwhelmed by the sheer amount of activity by the Bolivian people.
Yeah, that's great.
And were forced to concede and allow free and fair elections, or else their heads would probably be lopped off their bodies. That's the thing people don't talk about is they held these elections. A right-wing totalitarian does not hold honest elections unless there's no other option. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course. I mean, look at Georgia. So, as you said, the way that the right-wing thing backfired, that's kind of similar to what's happening in Georgia, because it was so egregious, the amount of voter suppression, that instead of it depressing the turnout, it increased the amount of turnout, voter turnout. It backfired similarly.
Yeah. I've seen a few cases like this. It reminds me of Kentucky. McConnell is from. During the primaries, I don't know what the state of the voting is right now for president. I assume it's a clusterfuck. In the case of when Mitch McConnell's primary opponent was being selected, it was a centrist corporatist versus a progressive, right? Black progressive guy versus a neoliberal girl, right?
Yeah.
Went something along the lines of this. Actually had people with booths for 12 hours. And the polling stations closed, and there were literally, at the end of the day, and there was literally lines of dozens of people outside still. There's this picture from inside one of the buildings from one of the staffers took a photo, posted online, went viral. And it was inside one of the buildings where they're polling, and there was dozens of people standing outside with their hands against the windows, let us in.
Yeah. Trying to vote.
Sadly though, he got the neoliberal who was very unpopular with the Kentucky people because, the elderly and the upper class have an advantage of voting. Yeah. While the lower class usually doesn't get voting day off. Yeah. They usually work bigger and harder shifts.
Yep.
A lot of them have less transportation options. So this swung the election in the woman's favor, which is sad because this also means that Mitch McConnell's probably not going to lose his office.
Yeah, because she's just like a Republican light, is right. What I heard.
The thing that blows my mind, it's these Republicans are winning against blue dog Democrats, which are just Republican lights, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting, that dynamic. It's people don't like to be bullshitted to, right? That's a fact. It's like people would rather just stay home and let the Republican win than go out, put the effort in to elect a Republican in like the Democrat in name only. You know? So that's a really big issue. Is it was this progressive who actually had, polling wise, a chance of beating Mitch McConnell in a red state, because Mitch McConnell is really unpopular.
Yeah.
At that exact same time, due to the way the votes were suppressed, predominantly for people of color, his neoliberal opponent, like the neoliberal, won, and it basically means that more likely than not, Mitch McConnell's going to like continue.
Yeah, and that's
depressing.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he won't have power, so maybe, yeah, like good luck. Well, yeah, that's depressing. You're right, but he won't have power as minority if the Democrats take control of the Senate, and then maybe he can be there and you know, and be witness to everything he holds dear being destroyed.
I mean, if we were going with that route, we would just lob his head off in the street. I'm just saying. Joke.
Yeah. No, there's something to be said for like making him watch.
Kind of like how we had this conversation about, you know, whether I wanted Trump to die of COVID and you didn't because you want to see him in an orange jumpsuit.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, I'm one of those people where I'm kind of cynical and I'm like, he's not going to end up in an orange jumpsuit. He's going to end up living in like even if he, like, you know, was in a position where he'd be indicted, I have a feeling he'd just flee to India or a country where he had good relations with their like right-wing leader.
Yeah, like, yeah, and that's fine. That they can do that too, right? Because you can, like, that's a form of punishment, being in exile. Like, have you ever spent extended amounts of time outside of America, outside the United States?
I've gone at longest 2 weeks. And I got like horribly homesick after roughly 2 days.
Yeah, I lived in Japan for 3 years, and it's weird because when you live, like, when I'm an American and I'm here, it's like I don't even think about being an American. Like, it's just default. Everything's just like the way it is. I just relax and I'm American. That's the way it is. But when I've been overseas, after a while, there's no outside pressure holding you to be American. In fact, it's the opposite. Everything around you is not American. And so the only thing American is you. And so, like,
I get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost like a dissolving effect. It's like the culture around you, it's like dissolving away at your Americanness as you slowly adapt to the culture.
Which country you're in. I was in Germany. I was in America's little brother. It was like, you know, I walked around, I saw a McDonald's, a KFC, you know, I saw like, but that, like, you know, some German architecture and historic stuff. Spoke English to me. All knew English. Oh, I think that dissolving effect has layers. Like, it depends on which country you're in.
Yeah, how much you immerse. Because if you're on a U.S. base, yeah, you're not immersed at all.
Well, I was only on a U.S. Air Force base for the like 5 days I was in Germany.
Yeah, no, live in a small town, like away from a U.S. base.
Oh, we did actually. It was really nice. Everyone knew English, though. As I said, it's everyone in Germany knows English. It blows my mind. No one knows Spanish unless, like, you know, you hold a gun to their head, like, you know, and give them a Duolingo account. Well, like, the average American does not know other languages very well, you know?
Well, the average white American doesn't know other languages very well, maybe.
Even like black Americans and like assimilated Americans, like all my friends who are Hispanic, who have, like, you know, they don't have any direct ties to Mexico. I know a couple, and they don't know any Spanish besides. They were just as lost as I was. Trying to like, it's worse for them because people just assume they know Spanish and try to talk to them. I think it's the structure of American society. It's what you said earlier, the whole trying to get you to, like, you know, assimilate, you know, adapt. American society does the same thing too.
Yeah, it's well, it's like an Anglo default. I mean, that's the language. I mean, there's no official language of the United States, but like all our government documents and all our government officials speak English.
The Constitution in fucking Dutch, and we'd be speaking Dutch right now. Actually, a thing they thought about doing, by the way. Don't know. When the United States was being formed, they decided to not have an official language because not all the colonies were from England, originally English, and there were large quantities of like Europeans of not like who didn't speak English at the time. It was actually a debate which language they should put it in. I know the 6th president of the United States actually didn't speak English as his first language. It was really interesting. Swedish.
Nice.
Or maybe Danish, I can't remember which one. Still hear me?
Yes. Like, sometimes you break up, but I can still catch ya. I gotcha.
Yeah. What else? Yeah. Yeah, it's different cultures and different draws. Like when I was in the Czech Republic, I definitely felt more like I needed to assimilate than Germany. Like the Czech Republic, I actually put more effort into learning Czech words to communicate with the people there while I was on like my adventure.
Well, because no one spoke English, right?
Yes. Well,
you had no choice.
People in like restaurants in Prague did, you know. They knew enough English to like tell you where your seat was, what do you want. The thing is, the mannerisms of them was different too. Like Germans were really American, how they behave. Like, you know, it's really weird because it felt like I was in just not America sometimes.
That's funny.
Your city, Frankfurt especially. But like when I was in the Czech Republic, it felt like I was in the Czech Republic. Like there was never at any point, like there was never at any point where I went, oh, there's a McDonald's. I didn't see a single McDonald's in the Czech Republic. I did see an Irish pub though. I've concluded those things are everywhere.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. The Irish, the unassimilatable people. Let's see.
Well, I mean, yeah. Assimilate. What does that even mean? Like,
I know. Oh, it's like you lose your culture and you get completely like enveloped into a new one. That was just kind of a big joke because, like, I guess you could say in America, all the Irish people aren't Irish; they're Americans now. They all, like, as a person of Irish ancestry, there's this behavior of like, I'm Irish. Like, you want to drink Guinness and hang out in a pub because that's like what you associate with your your ancestry. It leads to you wearing these stupid, like, "Kiss Me, I'm Irish" T-shirts, even though you're like maybe 15% Irish.
Well, then
like
that starts getting to identity.
Yeah. I guess that'd be more identity, yeah. It's interesting. American, like, I guess, pseudo-nationalities are like pseudo-cultures, you know? Because Americans, they identify as American, but we also all identify as, like, whatever ethnicity or nationality of our past that we most associate with. Like, associate a lot because, like, you know, I grew up and my last name is Stewart, so I'm Scottish American, and this has led to me owning kilts and like going to the Highland Festival. But like, I'm literally more Swedish than I am Scottish, and I have no plans that like.
Wait, you're breaking up. I can't hear you
at all.
You're breaking up. Sorry. You're
how
breaking
about-
up. I didn't catch that. Hello?
Oh.
Yeah, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're gone. He's gone. He's gone. Whoa. Yep, he's gone. Oh, there he
Here?
is. Yeah, now you're
Yeah.
back.
So, I went fishing a while back. The antenna on my computer, like my girlfriend's computer, kind of like got like dented. So
Uh-huh.
this is lit having constant internet problems. But I'll finish what I was saying. I was saying really interesting to think about like the American not an ethnicity, not a nationality thing, where it's like, you know, like it's just like, oh, my last name is Stewart, therefore I'm Scottish.
But there is ethnicity and is nationality. All right.
But like I've lost like, you know, all, you know, like I don't speak Scots. I don't like, you know, all of my like features of Scottish culture that like I do, besides saying things like we and ya, you know, because I guess that's passed down through the family, is like a few Scottish isms like that. But like predominantly it's like identity based. It's like, oh, the Highland Festival. It's like a tradition, everybody goes there. Or like, you know, wearing a kilt, you know, those sort of things. But it's
Okay.
all identity.
But see, if you talk to a black person, they will say that there is it's more than just I don't know, it's more than just identity. Like there's actual physical consequences to not being white. Like white itself is white itself is an ethnic group, I guess. Like but it's not. I don't know.
There's actually a great read about this, the creation of the white race. Because, you know, prior to, like, I'd say mid-American history, the concept of, like, a single white people was not a thing. It just wasn't. Historically, there was no singular white group. If you think back to even the 30s, you know, for example, Polish people weren't considered the same. You know, they would, you know, they'd be
Discriminated against.
sent to jobs. Yeah. Same with, you know, in the really early American history, Irish and Scottish people got that same treatment.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to be in upper class roles and jobs.
Yeah.
But as time went on and they assimilated more and more, and there became more and more white people of different backgrounds than Anglo-Saxon, French. You know, once more and more different types of white people started appearing, they began to get less and less oppressed until they just were considered equal. There was this really interesting, let's see, oh yeah, one of my best examples of this is Italians. Back in the early days of the state of Oregon, they would have been barred from the land deal because their skin is tan. Italians with tan skin wouldn't be considered white people in the earliest days of the Oregon Territory when they were giving out the free land. That was really interesting. I was listening to Burgess was talking about that. He's Italian and he has a darker skin tone, complexion, and so people with darker skin and complexion would be barred from the land deal. But as time went on, the concept of whiteness appeared. Because originally it was just English, you know, American. Like, the concept of being an American is a very recent phenomenon. In the past, it was everyone identified as whatever ethnicity they came here as. So, like, you were Scottish, Irish. But as time went on, the concept of just being white was pretty much created by a mixture of people assimilating into American culture and a push to basically get everybody to be culturally the same. The Germans, Americans, definitely felt the brunt because during the World War I, their culture went from being like considered equal to Anglo-Saxon because they made up a vast part of the population, Their language was barred from language was taken off signs in towns. Entire towns were renamed. One, and they lost their equal status as being a type of like a ethnicity in America, forced to pretty much assimilate into being like an English-speaking American. And people think back, if World War I and World War II didn't happen, there's a good chance the large swaths of the interior would be speaking German still. So the whole concept of just being white was basically a creation, and not actually a natural phenomenon. Sort of like being black. Historically, all the groups of people who were enslaved and brought to America weren't considered one group of people to themselves. They were from this region, that tribe, that clan. They had their own.
Oh, you broke. You're not here anymore. I lost you.
No. Hello?
Hello, there you go.
Right here. Okay. But once they got here, the white Americans considered them just all black. They didn't see the difference.
Yeah.
Because to them, they were all just African. And when they were all forced to live together, to speak English, they all assimilated into black Americans. They became their own ethnic group. That enslavement. And that's how we got black Americans, in the modern days. They descend from that. While white Americans descend from European settlers and refugees at different time periods, and they were all assimilated into the white American culture. Because think about in the back of the bus with the black guy, or do you want to sit in the front with the other white people? Because in the early days, they were treated this the same. But the Irish, basically, at one point, there was this massive push to get them equal treatment, and the upper class conceded that because they made up large swaths of the white working class. Because, it's easier to concede, equality to those who look similar than it is to concede equality to those who look different. Because, the foundations of American capitalism are on chattel slavery and enslavement of black people. That's the origins of American capitalism. And that engine still exists to this very day. I'm rambling. The engines of American capitalism were built on chattel slavery. Yes. And immigrants. And to this very day, it still manifests. There's a reason why black people are, on average, poorer than white people. It's historic. It's generational poverty.
Systemic oppression.
With them being basically... Yeah, they're treated differently. That's just a fact. They don't get they get worse treatment. They get killed more by the cops because of a mixed, stereotypes, associations, wealth. There's a reason why white people tend to be have more money, and it's because they got higher treatment, and generational wealth plays a huge factor into this. Yes. People with English last name also have higher wealth than those who don't. People with Jewish last names have higher wealth than those who don't. It's really interesting breaking that apart. Depending on which, you have more or less wealth because of the generational wealth. And that's because of the mechanisms of capitalism favoring some people over others. Also, culture plays a role. Those who are from a culture that prioritizes education more tend to have a higher income than cultures that didn't. And that factors into the generational wealth.
I don't know about comparing cultures like that.
Well, I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying that if, you come with more wealth and less biased treatment, it stays in your family and it comes through. If you come from, I'm going to give an example, and I don't mean this to be that guy, okay? But Jewish culture was created in a lot of ways by how they were treated in Europe. In Europe, they were barred from blue-collar trades by the guilds. The guilds were the people who trained and managed the system of blue-collar work in a lot of the trades. But another factor is, in the early days of Europe, there was what was called usury. It was a sin. It was a sin to do banking for profit.
Yes.
And it's technically it should still be considered that, but it's not. But
well, for the Muslims it is. That's what I heard.
What'd you say?
I heard for the Muslims it's still
yes,
they don't
it
do
still
it.
is. Yeah. But back to point though. Basically, because of this, Jews were actually forced into a position where, while trying to maintain their culture and their historic language, that created a literary culture where they were on average more likely to know how to read and write. Mix that with the fact they were barred from blue-collar trades, they were more likely to become roles like bankers and doctors. It used to be literally a thing called a court Jew. That was the person who managed finances. And because of this bias and them being forced into this trade, it actually made it easier for the Nazis to stereotype them as being bankers and, weaselly money managers, because they were actually forced into those roles historically. When I say a culture...
Japan has something similar. Japan has a class of people called baraku. So in Japan, they're all big. Their culture is really big in the cleanliness. And to them, death is very, very dirty. Anything associated with death is dirty. So they do not want to touch it or be associated with it. But
who knew not touching dead bodies was a good thing?
Well, but that's the thing, right? You still need leather. Like, how you gonna do stuff without leather, right? And the way you get leather is you touch dead animals. So,
okay.
So that dirty job was given to a class of people called baraku, and they're just, in every way, in every single way, they are exactly identical to every other Japanese person. It's just that, historically, their families were the dirty ones, who tanned the leather, who dealt with the dead bodies, because you got to deal with the dead bodies. You can't just leave them there.
Yes, they made a class of people who just managed the dead. Okay.
Yeah, and then because of that, they were discriminated against. They couldn't live with the other people. They were always relegated to like bad parts of town. Yeah. And and they were denied job opportunities because they were considered unclean, and all sorts of other stuff. So, and the way I learned about it was because I went to Japan and they told me. Like, I would have never have known if they didn't tell me.
Don't touch music, Baraku.
No.
They
but
still do that?
No. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to get over it. That's what they're saying, right?
Okay.
Like they're saying, look, we have this is our problem. This is the problem we have. Like, historically, we've discriminated against this class of people, and we're trying to get better.
Yeah.
But I would have never have known if they didn't tell me.
Yeah. And it's kind of the same deal with. They were forced into the opposite. They were forced into roles such as bankers, and this led to them being more educated. This led to them becoming roles like doctors. This actually transmuted over when they immigrated to the United States. World War II, the Holocaust, a horrible event, no doubt. Like, they lived in poverty in Europe. But when they came to the United States, they on average were more educated. And, Einstein, for example, he was a Jewish scientist and basically who left, to save his life. Moved to the United States, become one of the most famous scientists in known history, just about. Same thing with doctors, other positions. On average, Jews tended to be and still are more educated because of generational wealth created by them using their education. And this is not, I'm not even saying this is like, I'm not trying to put them in a bad place. This is actually a good thing. Being educated is a good thing. But the whole entire reason that exists is because historically they were actually subjugated and forced into those roles.
Historical pressures.
And, yes. And, this still exists. You think of people in places like the South. In the South, for example, they have a more militant culture, and this leads to them being more likely to join the military. You think of
And they're
people,
poor, and there's no other opportunities.
Oh yeah, that also plays a huge factor. Places like Logan County, where pretty much in Logan County, West Virginia, for example, pretty much the only job they have is joining the military. There's a really interesting politician who comes from that region who I was a really big fan of for a while, because his whole entire thing was like he's like a socialist like a progressive redneck, and it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Because he has that very militant, very southern behavior and culture at the it's the deep south. Like he has the Appalachia accent too. I don't remember his name, but I really liked him. He was going to run for president, but didn't because Bernie Sanders decided to run again. But he was a really interesting guy because, he's from a very Republican area. And he actually won by running a very progressive left campaign. And the reason why this happened is because basically he came home after being in the military and realized everything around him, he basically lived in a giant poverty-riddled shithole. And that he wanted to help his people. He wanted to help everyone out. He realized how horrible things really were where he was. And it was literally, imagine growing up in a poor place, leaving for 20 years to be in the military, coming home and it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
So he also served for roughly 20 years. That's the other factor. He's one of those military people. Back to point, though. When I say that cultures produce different outcomes within capitalism, it's true. If you're from a culture or a background like your family prioritizes education, historically that would lead to you having more wealth. If you're in if your family is if your dad is in the construction trade, more likely than not you're going to be in the construction trade.
Mm-hmm.
Those sort of things. So it's not ethnicity wide. It's not even a culture as an entire nation or entire ethnicity. It's a culture as in, what does your values, what does your family, people around you prioritize is important. That was a long tangent. But yeah. And historically, before capitalism created a way to filter everybody into a wealth pyramid, they used systems to force people into specific roles in society because they didn't have the exact mechanisms we have now. All right, I'm going to rejoin the Minecraft now, hoping my microphone's not going to, again.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so how's your last 2 weeks been?
What have I been doing? Dude, I've just been working and trying to keep my head from exploding. I've been really stressed out. Things for a lot of personal reasons, a lot of other a lot of stuff going down.
Yeah.
But things are mellowing out for me a bit right now. But that just means I get to gear up for whatever madness happens on November 3rd.
Yeah. That's kind of similar. I mean, I mostly just work and then go to meetings and work and go to meetings because, I have that, an organizer.
Yeah.
And I'm in a Lapis organism on top of working because this is in construction.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, man, I hate Zoom, but it really helps.
I have not used Zoom yet. I don't know what's up with that yet.
Well, you must be very lucky, or actually, it really inhibits your ability to be involved in leftism, organizing and activism right now, because nobody sees each other in person anymore.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, you just go to an office and attend a DSA meeting. Now you gotta. You can either basically follow a link and open it in your browser, or you can download it, the app Zoom, on your computer and on your phone. Zoom is kind of like Skype, except it's for group meetings and stuff. it's really popular with the activism scene right now because all the white collar workers are forced to get it for them to do meetings, and work.
Okay.
Couple that with it being an easy to use application. It was basically the only real app that was widely known and used and available affordably. So it became like the go-to app for activism.
Okay.
Most, like all the.
I'm on Skype because that's what my work uses or was using before the pandemic happened. So we just continued on Skype.
Oh yeah. Skype has like a historic bias in its favor, but it really a lot of places move to Zoom because it's easier to manage large groups of people.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but
I've never used it. But
a lot of. You should probably check it out. You'll be able to attend meetings, and you could be in your kitchen, eating mac and cheese in your underwear, and you get to listen to the meeting.
And no one knows. Yeah, the only way to attend meetings.
Yes. My favorite thing is my upper half when I'm in these meetings is a flannel suspenders, a hat, the works, right?
Yeah.
Very clearly me, but my lower half is boxers. You can't see it.
Oh, well, there's that whole scandal with that Jeffrey Toobin guy where he was masturbating.
Oh my God, I heard about this.
Dude was straight up jacking it on the camera. Come on, dude. And he said it was a mistake. No, dude, that was not a mistake. That was
I think him accidentally showing everyone was a mistake, but...
No, I don't think it was an accident. That's what I'm saying.
No, the thing is, he comes off as a boomer who doesn't know how technology works, and he also comes off as one of those people who walks around his house naked. There's been some incidents in the past in Zoom calls I've been in where not on that level, nowhere near that, but I've been in the Zoom call and somebody thought their camera was off because you have safety mode. There's a mode. You can turn off your camera or you can go to safe mode, right? Well, they were in safe mode where it doesn't show your camera feed. You have to click a button to speak.
Okay.
It's really good for when you're driving. It's called, but basically, the thing is, he accidentally swiped right and unlocked it, and he was you can only see his head and a little bit of his shoulders, but he was very clearly shirtless. Almost he didn't realize that he was in the camera until someone was your camera's on. He's oh shit, and immediately flipped it and just went quiet for the rest of the meeting. I assume in embarrassment.
Yeah. COVID stories, man. We're gonna have a whole genre of these things.
Yeah. So that is definitely a factor. And we're gonna have to listen to. I wish Discord was the one, honestly. That'd be hilarious if all the old activists had Discord accounts. Yeah,
because that's what all the gamers use. I mean,
all the young people, everyone under the age of 40 uses. Under the age of fucking 45, just about.
Yeah, come on, I'm not included. Wait a minute.
For the exception, comrade. Where was I?
I'm an old. Admit it, I'm an old.
I like listening to 40 and 45-year-olds say they're old, and then I always have flashes of the 70-year-old activists being back in my day, we used to throw scabs out the back of trains.
Well, no, here's how I felt old. I was hanging out, and I was listening to people talk about getting lost. Yeah. They would miss the turn and they would get lost, and it would cause huge amounts of anxiety. And then I was wait a minute. When I was your age, we didn't have these newfangled telephones. No GPS, no maps. If we wanted to go somewhere, we had to look it up on a map, and then ask for directions once we got there.
I have a comrade who uses a few of my comrades use flip phones because they're old, right? Well, one of them, to my understanding, he has no GPS and he gets lost really easily when he's trying to navigate to new places. But from what I understand is he's one of those people who basically gets one of those maps. You get those free tourist maps or whatever. Because back in the day, those those were everywhere.
Yeah.
And you can still see him in gas. And he gets a marker, and he actually traces the route he's going to take, and then he follows the route on the map.
Well, yeah. Uh-huh.
So that's how he navigates around still. And it's really interesting because he's like, oh yeah, no, I don't got a smartphone. I like, for example, Zoom, and he only like check when he's on his like computer at home, which I assume it's like an XP or something. Not to be that guy, not to be a dick or anything, but I totally foresee him having an XP or like a Vista.
Oh.
But or maybe it's like the other way around, where he was really late to the like being on a computer, so he has like a fucking like a gaming PC, and he has no idea what he's missing by not using it at its full potential.
Yeah, he's like, I spent $3,000 on the machine. I'm not sure what it's doing.
Yeah, it's like the video is really nice in the Zoom call.
Yeah.
That's like what's it? It's like I have a gaming laptop, and it's like when you get a gaming laptop and then you play like a indie game, like a pixelated indie game.
Yeah.
Makes me think of there's this picture of like Bill Gates with like a ping pong paddle like the size of like you know, like the size of it's huge. It's like this like oversized ping pong paddle that's like the size, like bigger than someone's head. And then there's a picture of him hitting like a ping pong ball with it. And that's kind of how I feel when I play like my old like my gaming laptop while playing something like a pixel indie game. Oh yeah, Zoom stories. So a lot of my comrades are older. I've had to coach some of them through using Zoom, especially like because yeah. And so it's really interesting sometimes having like being socialists, because you know you'll be in a meeting and you realize that the age group is just so like a weird mixture of like people over the age of 60. It's like there's three groups of people. There's people under the age of 30 who make up like I'd say about 40%. And then you get another 40% being people over the age of 60. And in between is everyone else.
Well,
and it's really interesting having
a nice
analysis.
mix.
Yeah, well, I think it's because you know, it's kind of like how you know, older people tend to be more politically active once you get to a certain age. You have all that free time of being retired.
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting having that dynamic of just really old like socialists who remember when there were socialist governments, and like you know young people in the same place, and it leads to a lot of arguments and sometimes a lot of comedy because you know you say, oh, that was based to somebody over the age of 70 and they have no idea what the fuck you just said.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh yeah, that's Discord slang. It's like if you say something is cringe, that means it's bad.
Yeah, I know
based
cringe.
Good.
But
yeah, based just means it's good.
Oh, okay. So it has no other connotation? Because I thought it had some kind of like racist connotation to it.
No, it doesn't. It just means something's good.
Okay.
The right wingers say it too. It's not like it's not to any type of person. So you'll see like a right winger say something's based in red pill, and that's usually like when someone says something racist or some shit.
Yeah.
So like a leftist or like a liberal would just say the word based and like drop the red pill.
Okay.
Because red pill has been appropriated by like the
yeah, I know, and it's so dumb. It's such a dumb thing. Like I did a whole show. I did a whole show explaining how the Matrix is like a pro-transgender movie.
Yeah, I mean the fucking creators were both became like you know they're both transgenders.
Yeah. So
I mean,
like it's
I
just
imagine
like
that they've been transgenders long enough. They were probably called transsexuals, but you know.
Yeah. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. Other things, the word pog is like a Twitch thing. You know, if you see something as pog,
play of the game,
it's like
no.
Yeah.
No, what is it?
It's just like pog. Pog. P-O-G. Pog.
Pog, like the pog, like a pog, like the little cardboard pieces of crap that people.
Yeah.
God, those things are so dumb.
Well,
I never got into those.
if you say something is pog or poggers, it just means it's good.
Yeah.
And it's like Twitch slang from like Twitch.
How
And
did Twitch get
it's
it?
really funny. I don't know. I'm not a Twitch person. I just know because people who like are Twitch, like people who watch Twitch, like live streamers, get on Discord and they say everything is poggers or pog. It's just like you can tell which part of the internet they're from. It's kind of like when someone says PM instead of DM. You can tell which parts of the internet they're from off of their slang.
PM versus DM? Oh,
Like,
yeah, private message
like-
versus direct message.
Yeah. You can tell which part of the internet they're from, or like how old they are from just which type of internet slang they use.
Lol.
It's like saying lol versus lol,
Yeah,
or LOL. Like,
yeah.
You know which, like, I don't know which, like, it's weird.
They're
It's like,
old.
it's like
No.
internet accents. We're developing internet accents.
That's funny.
But, yeah. But it's really funny because, like, people who say shit like pog, who watch things like Twitch, tend to be leftists, too. So pog is, like, region locked to leftists. So you
Really?
never see a right-winger use the word pog part. Yeah. Also, people who use words like pog tend to be under the age of, like, 25.
Okay.
It's really, yeah, internet accents. It's a thing now. We've gone full circle. You know, we started out, everyone had accents because they're from different cultures and regions.
Uh-huh.
Then we got the internet connecting everyone, so everybody started losing their accents.
No, dude,
Because
TV is what made everyone start losing their accents.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. It's the world becoming closer has led to that. But now that we have, like, internet, like, areas where you can be, like you know, you can be in whatever area you want to be on the internet, it's led to accents forming. Usually it's like an inside joke.
Dialect.
Like I imagine pog. Yeah. From what I understand, pog is like an inside joke originally because it's associated with a picture with this dude doing the duck face. I don't know the details, but apparently it's a specific started this whole thing, and it's like an inside joke with Twitch people as well. Well, like based as an inside joke with Discord people
Okay.
originally. But yeah, so it's just interesting. It's because of internet slang. It's really funny being in Discord calls with somebody over the age of 65, because they're just like, "What the fuck?" They're just sitting there, and they're like it's like every like couple minutes, it's like, "What does this mean?" And you're like, "Oh, it means this," and they're like, okay then," and you can tell they don't understand why people talk like this. And I imagine their parents had that same, like, once you reach a certain age, like, you know, you get disconnected from young people and they start saying things you don't understand or know. And so I imagine in the future, people are going to start saying, like, their generation's version of based in POG. And I'll be
of course.
confused as hell. And they won't Zoom. They'll be using, I don't know, like Doom. Or
Hologram.
Like they'll be like, oh God, hologram, yeah. I'll be sitting here trying to figure out how the hell holograms work. And they'll say like, oh, that was, like, you know, they'll say something like, oh, that's brick, dude. And I'll be like, what the fuck does brick mean? And they're like, oh, it means it's solid. And I'm like, what the fuck does solid mean?
Station.
Yeah, like, oh God, imagine a world where like the internet slang that died out, like leet speak was still a thing. Like imagine if people were still typing in leet speak.
Oh, jeez.
Like, you know, they were throwing random numbers into their words instead of letters. People still, God, I'm happy that actually went away.
Yeah, it makes it easier to read.
Imagine how messed up the dictionaries of, like, you know, like
Future. Oh, you're breaking up. You're breaking up.
The dictionary of like Google.
There you're back. You're back.
Okay. I am back. I think my Minecraft crashed.
Oh,
Guy's teleporting
the other
30 feet away.
The other big news is Minecraft is making everyone get a Microsoft account. Did you hear about that?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I already had to do it to play like GTA 4. What do you people want from me?
Yeah, because they're merging the Mojang and the Microsoft accounts.
Ugh.
But you get a nice, what's it called? You get a nice cape out of it. They're giving you a free cape.
Shut up, peasant. Take this cape. This payment.
Pretty much. But we knew this was gonna come eventually.
Oh yeah, no. The corporatization of Minecraft is slow and disgusting process of assimilating into everything else. I'm just happy they haven't banned it from like I'm happy they just haven't discontinued Minecraft for like other platforms yet.
Oh yeah, like they haven't killed off Java, but I think what they're trying to do is merge the two to play on a single server.
And get rid of Java Edition and replace it with Bedrock at some point.
Yeah, well
Completely.
slowly they're merging.
Yeah. I don't want that to happen. You know, I just as an
Well,
old
you're gonna have to have a
person who
Microsoft
remembers
account.
Beta. Yeah, I remember beta Minecraft. I feel like it's weird witnessing how far it's come. I've been playing this game for over a decade.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen RTX? Oh, where's that at? Oh. The ray tracing Minecraft. Have you seen that?
Retracing? What?
Ray tracing Minecraft.
Oh, isn't he the guy who like found like pictures from the old like rotating fucking tree? Like the image?
No. It's a technology called ray tracing.
Oh.
Tracing the rays. It traces the rays of light from all the sources. So basically, light behaves like it should.
Yeah.
So you play Minecraft, and the light will move like the way light's supposed to go, and it looks amazing. And like, I want to do it, but I need to buy it. In order to do it, I have to buy a $500 video card. Yeah. So
that's a lot.
I'm gonna do it. Well, I'm probably gonna do it. I'm gonna wait until AMD releases their card, because it might. There it is. It might be less money, but.
I mean, power to you, but that's like the definition of like taking your professional golf clubs to like a mini putt course.
No way, dude. Minecraft is life. I'm telling you, Minecraft is like serious gaming. And when you see it, it's good. When you see what this looks like, it looks amazing. I am not even joking.
I remember when shaders first became a thing.
Well, basically, this is shaders, but with no performance loss. It's like buttery smooth with shaders.
That'd be really nice, because every time I ever use shaders, my computers would absolutely dump their pants.
Yeah. Me too, right? I mean, I'm doing it right now without shaders because I hate it. But
also, the lag, and also most shaders aren't that good.
Yeah, but no, these are shaders made by NVIDIA, and they run on their cards, and it looks like, just type Minecraft RTX in YouTube, and you're gonna lose your crap.
Okay, I'll take a look at that later.
All right. So I got my Frostwalker boots. I'm like, thanks for hanging out with me, because if I were by myself, I wouldn't be able to have the attention and concentration to make this Frostwalker. But you were like talking about stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'll listen and like do my thing while I'm listening.
Oh yeah, playing Minecraft by yourself sucks.
Yeah, it does. Totally. I'm trying to get more people on my server.
Yeah. You have a server?
Well, this is a server.
Oh yeah, this is a realm, right?
Yeah, realm. And then so I'm gonna hopefully get a hold of I want to move in my own house. I want to buy a house.
Yeah.
And then when I buy a house, that means I'll probably have a garage or an extra room where I can run a computer and not hear it. Which means I can run a server, like a server.
Oh man, that'd be great. You could get some plugins in it too.
Well, I can get plugins on this one too, but I don't know anything to plug in. Like, I heard your stories about the Weeping Angel and stuff.
Oh, mods.
Yeah, but those, I mean, I don't see how they add anything to Minecraft. Just more monsters to deal with, and it's a mechanic that I've already seen. It's a mechanic I've already seen in in Mario with the ghost. Boo.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that's an example, but you think of like Galacticraft, you could travel with stars. It's everyone has their own preferences. Like when I play modded Minecraft, I always like to play like add things like the Weeping Angels and other mobs to make nighttime more scary.
Okay.
I also make it so I have to go out at night more often. I add my girlfriend modded my Minecraft a while ago, and she added dragons. Every once in a while, they'll just fly over and wreck your shit.
Well, see, that's not fun. How can that be fun?
Well, I think I get more joy out of the adventuring and like building underground bases than anything else. So I like adventuring. That's my big thing,
Okay, but
I
see,
like being able.
it
turns basically the way I play is I turn Minecraft into like Skyrim, like an adventure game. You go around. There's different towns and villages with different people with different quests.
But they don't give you
But-
quests. You have to give yourself quests.
No. If you get a mod with Millionaire.
Okay.
Yeah. If you get like a mod like Millionaire, it adds like different cultures and villages. So like there's like Mayan villages and like old Germanic towns scattered around the map. And you can get like quests to like you can trade with them. You can get quests. Millionaire's been like around since early days. Here's the thing about it. If you're modding Minecraft, there's two ways to go about it. You can just directly put the mods in, like normal. And if you want, you can add it to this thing called Technic. It's like a platform, kind of like Minecraft. It's free. It's like downloading Minecraft twice, except the second version is just like a mod pack thing, so you can just make it so anyone can come to your.
Okay.
So you can have like a public. You basically set it up so that your server is available for anyone to come join. That has two caveats. One, it could lead to a lot of fun because there's more people, or it could lead to griefers just wrecking your shit, which adds another element to the fun, in my opinion. Not as a griefer, but as somebody who likes to see if I get too far into building in Minecraft, I stagnate and just start running around adventuring.
See,
I actually don't get.
What have I been doing since you've been talking? I've been building.
I'm running around the mine shaft right now collecting ore.
Oh, hey, by the way, since you're in a mine shaft, I am in desperate need of cobwebs. Not string, well, string too.
Sorry, I didn't mean mine shaft, but like a mine shaft, like the shaft we build.
Okay, yeah. But I mean, like I'm just saying, if you happen to come across it.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah, I'll keep my eye out. That's the other thing about adventuring is you like stockpiles and all that when you're doing it.
Yeah.
So I
would do it
Minecraft
too, but like I have like, and I would do it if I went by myself. No, but like right now, like my goal is to make this gold farm, and to make this gold farm has had a billion mini adventures in it. Like I can't even tell you.
Another thing you might be interested in is something called Industrial Craft. It's the mod that creates things like quarries, it creates things like quarries. It allows you to build like industrial factories and machinery. It adds so there's build craft and industrial craft. Those two mods specifically. There's one feature. It's called the mining laser. You get railcraft. You could build like railroad lines and shit. Like, it's like because you seem like the type of guy who likes to build like complex. I mean, you're doing it all the time.
I like to play with people, and so so like if I add all this extra stuff, I'm like shrinking my base of people that want to play.
Theoretically, in the short term, it's one of those things. It's iffy because if you go through Tekkit or like Twitch mod pack. Random people from all over the world will start joining the server. And if you have a Discord server like you do now, they'll just start joining your Discord server. Or you could go unmodded, and then you get a bigger pool of people. So that pool, if you play modded Minecraft, like
they're more hardcore.
They're more hardcore players. Yeah, because you don't. It's kind of like nobody starts at doing heroin. People start at smoking.
That's funny.
I mean, that might be an over-exaggeration. Wrong. So yeah, the people who play modded Minecraft tend to be people who are very seasoned and very experienced, and
Yeah.
also people who like a very specific play styles. So like if you build a server with Galactic Craft, Industrial Craft, Build Craft, all these tech mods, you're going to start gaining more tech people who like to build complex machinery.
Really, I'm only like advancing the world far enough so that when people join, they don't have to do all the stuff that I'm doing right now. Like, if you need gold, I got your gold. If you need iron, I got your iron. You need food, I got your food.
Yeah,
build something, please.
Yeah. That's the thing about servers, though, also, is once you own a server, you go from the perspective of a player to a perspective of a server, like, owner. And if it becomes a public server, then you're going to be spending a lot of time basically just trying to get rid of
griefers,
add players.
Yeah.
Also, I found some pillagers, and I'm killing them.
Okay.
I want to ask how I found pillagers underground. I did.
Oh, underground. What? Oh, now you're in voluntary exile.
Oh no, I got a banner. Volunteer exile. You want to go, little man? Oh God. Oh dear. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, you sound like Donald Trump now. Volunteer exile. Grr, Donald Trump. Down with Donald Trump. Down with Donald Trump. Oh, and you got quiet. I think you got DC'd, disconnected. Yet again.
So hard.
Oh, there you are.
Peter, how you doing?
You're back. You're back. I thought you were gone.
Yeah. If I come home, I think these pillagers are gonna recognize our island and like invade.
Yeah. So you need to look for a cow, and then use a bucket to milk the cow and drink the milk, and then that'll take that away.
I mean, want to just arm up and fight these guys?
The worry I have is that they're gonna kill the villagers, but I think the villagers are pretty safe. So yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. So here's my idea. What if we? I got it. Just basically make sure the villagers are all boxed in.
They are. Yeah.
Okay?
Mostly. Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure they're not open to the open air. Keep them boxed away. And when I get home, we could basically, have a mini, a self-chosen mini game here,
Okay, sure.
Guys, there's like a shark load of them. Ow. Okay, so I think I killed all of them. I can go home now. All right, I'm gonna start heading back. I took the mine shaft all the way to the clay area, the mesa biome.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
I couldn't find any mine shafts there. I was looking for mine shafts and I couldn't find it because I'm looking for cobweb.
In my case, it was like I just sort of wandering through the mine shaft. I noticed there's a lot of redstone it didn't take up, and a few other ores laying around. So I was mining those and getting myself some andesite for construction.
Okay.
So yeah, now I am heading home. Now, I have no idea how this is going to go down, because they might spawn underground, because I'm deep underground right now.
No, you got to be within a range of a village. So, and
I know.
I basically have made villages up here, so.
Yeah, well, what if I'm underneath the village? Do they spawn down under the village? Will we have like a basement full of like
No, because you have to be up near the village for them to spawn. And down there, you're not near the village.
Good point. I'll take the elevator up.
Yep.
I love the fact we have an elevator.
Yeah, I think that's it's a fantastic addition to Minecraft.
Yes. I remember in the old days when we used to build the old redstone zip elevators. And those were just way more trouble than they were worth. Do you remember those? Did you ever build zip elevators?
Nope.
All right,
I didn't really start playing Minecraft seriously until about a couple years ago with my cousin.
Here they are. They're coming.
Oh, are they here?
They are here, and they
Where?
are ready to rumble.
Oh, I see the raid coming. Yeah. I'm hearing something. I'm hearing fighting.
Yeah. That's a bell warning all the villagers to go hide.
I don't see a
Quickly
raid
enchant
anywhere.
my sword. Any moment now.
No, like I don't see any raid anywhere. And we have to kill them because these farmers aren't going to work while the raid's going on. Oh, they're on the top. They're on top. Look, on top of the tower.
Oh my god, I'm coming. Also, why don't we have any lapis? I was trying to enchant my sword real quickly.
Oh, I've got all the lapis because we literally don't have any lapis. I've been using it all for enchantments.
It's funny. The one time I need it. I'm on my way up. How serious is it up there?
I mean, they're up there, and then they're probably gonna keep spawning up here. I'm worried that they're gonna. Oh, that was a thunderstorm.
Oh great. Gotta up the ante, you know.
Yeah.
I'm on top of the glass dome right now.
Do you see any? There's one left.
No, I do not.
It says there's one left. Oh, I see him. I see him.
Oh no!
Oh, was that not him?
Oh no! You got volunteer exile now too.
Yeah.
Oh, that means we're gonna have a double raid.
We're gonna have to do what we have to do.
Going to pump you up.
They should have spawned. Do you see him anywhere?
They haven't spawned. Oh god, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, up there. I see him.
Okay, I'm gonna start whacking them off the edge.
Yeah, that's the best way. Oh, sorry.
I think I'm lag running around and not being hit.
Wait. Oh, that guy caught a vine. He caught a vine.
Yeah.
And
I'm on my way.
Oh, is he gonna? Yeah, I got him.
On my way back up. I like how it's just just a ton of bells ringing.
They spawned on the spawner.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they seem to like that. Oh god, one of those. Well, let's dispatch these guys first. Awful lot of crossbows though. That's neat. I'm gonna. That thing is really ugly. Like really ugly.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Hey, I'm alive.
All right.
How did I survive that? I have no idea.
You landed in the water.
I know, but my luck to just happen to land there.
There's one more guy around here.
Did you kill the mammoth?
Yeah, I killed the mammoth. I don't know where the last guy is though. Oh, I see him. He's in the ocean.
Little did he know his enchanted crossbow is what doomed him.
I can't hit him.
It just takes a little bit here. I'm gonna run to dispatch him myself.
I got him.
Oh, well that was for nothing. I'm on my way. I always like getting the pillager banners. A wee status symbol. Yeah, no. One spot though. That really makes things easy for us.
Oh, do you see them? Oh, there they are up there. Okay.
It's kind of like a battle tower.
Yeah, it's nice. I like this thing. And it's.
You just gotta have that adventuring spirit. Is that a witch?
Yeah, I just knocked them all off. I don't know if they died. Well, if they fell in the water, they didn't die.
They're in the water. I would say they're not dead.
Yeah, one witch survived.
Also, one pillager right there.
I see him. Okay.
Got
Alright.
him.
Nicely done. Two left. Two left. One left.
I got one. See him? Oh, I see him.
All right.
Raid. I got an emphasis. So back to the dome. Imagining like 50 of them spawning on top. Oh no, they spawn between us.
Okay, no problem.
Back, you beast! Oh, I am so going to die. I am so going to die. Right now. Oh man, these guys have been hitting the gym. I'll tell you what. And I'm dead. I hope I'm not yelling too loudly in your ear, by the way.
No. It's all good. Oh, crap. Run.
I wish I could make an emerald sword. I have to say, though, if we survive this raid, we're going to be heroes of the village, and the villagers start pelting us with free stuff, so that's cool. I see.
Okay,
Oh, I am so going to die.
Again?
Well, I'm running around with no armor around all these pillagers.
Oh, this should
trying
be...
to
Oh,
grab
there's
my
still...
armor.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the rest of them off of the...
Hey, I got a crossbow with unbreaking. Nice. Did you pick up my stakes, by the way?
No.
All right.
So we're missing two.
Okay, now we have the bat creatures to deal with.
Yeah, the enchanter guys are no fun.
Yeah. Do you have a pair of pants in your inventory?
No.
Great, that means it fell off the ledge. Be right back. I'm gonna go hunting for him and get
Okay.
my pants. I like to imagine I'm just running. I like to imagine I'm just running around in like a full suit of armor.
Without pants. In your underwear.
But yeah, just underwear. I don't know, without underwear. Heck.
Oh, hey. Commando.
Yeah.
All
need
the
my
important parts are
pantaloons.
protected.
Yes. You know, it's a stat. You know, it's like it's intimidation. You know, you're just over here like
That's hilarious.
running around. It's like oh yeah, no, don't mess with that. Just running around in a full armor, but he's letting his privates be seen. This man clearly is no one to mess with. He's willing to show off that hard. Like gazelles, if you don't know, when they're running, they actually jump into the air while being chased to basically show off that they're like they have a lot of I don't know how to put it. It's they almost for seemingly no good reason. They just jump while they're running away from leopards and or not leopards, lions. Gazelles do this. They do it to pretty much be like, "Hey, look at me." It's like showing off to the lion. Hey, look, I can do this all. Look, I'm jumping.
I can do this all day.
But
I can do this all day.
yeah, it's pretty much them showing off to the lions, and the ones that jump more tend to be the
crap!
ones who live.
I found the thing. Holy crap! Oh man!
Found him?
Yeah, he's gonna kill me.
Where are you?
I'm in the water. I jumped in the water. He knocked me off.
All right, I'm coming.
All right. Holy crap! Out of nowhere too. That was funny. I got him. There's one left now. That was funny.
Yeah, man, I have so many crossbows in my inventory.
Okay. Well, there's one guy around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to. In here?
Oh, I got him. I found him.
All right, cool. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna run upstairs.
We
Hero
did it!
village.
Yay!
Woo! Great victory. Go to the villagers. Go hang out with the villagers right now.
Now I already bought everything I need to buy. I got my Frostwalker boots.
No, they're gonna start pelting us with free shit if we stand by them.
I already get mending for one. Like, there's like, yeah, this librarian loves me.
Oh, steak! Hey, look at me. I'm the raid victor. You gonna start throwing cool stuff at me or what?
No, you gotta trade them. Go get some carrots and trade back the farmers. Give them back their carrots for emeralds.
Good. Oh no, it's just in the. Oh, okay. So I gotta trade with them.
Yeah, you go to the
Oh, he threw an emerald at me. Cool.
No, he's holding an emerald because he wants to trade you whatever you have in your hand.
No, I mean, one of them threw an emerald at me.
Oh, well, no, you get emeralds from killing the guys.
No, I mean I didn't have it, and the guy threw an emerald at me. The hero of the village.
Okay, I don't get it, but all right.
Just grab some carrots, then see what happens.
I want name tags. All your name tags.
I also like how the game now can recognize new villages like this.
What do you mean recognize?
It recognizes that we have a village.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It takes a village.
Oh yeah, I do get it. I get a village. Oh, I get a discount. Cool.
Yeah. Or
So
if you're
here,
selling, you get more. You can sell more.
I get some more emeralds. So you trade him 37 emeralds and a book to get Frostwalker?
Yes.
Neat. All right. So this has been fun. I haven't eaten yet though, so I'm gonna head out. So I'll see you later, man.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Like, it was a fun show.
Yeah.
I'm slowly working my way up to the gold farm. Like, I don't know what your project is. I mean, yeah. If you're having fun, that's great. Get your girlfriend to come on too, if she's like down for playing this game. Like, the more the merrier.
Share an account.
Like, oh, you guys share an account? Oh, well, okay.
We would share a Minecraft. I could get her one later on down the road. But yeah, she actually used to play her dad's account. The password, so she can't get on anymore for some reason.
Well, yeah, time to get her own account, dude. She wants to play. It's obvious. You got to help her out.
Yeah.
And I would love to have more people on the server and just chatting about stuff with other perspectives about stuff. It was fun. It was good.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm the show too, I guess. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you next time.
Till next raid.
Yep. All right. Peace.
Peace.